Good morning, everyone. Well, today we're back with Christy over at Christy's Beautiful Life, and we're doing the 30 days of sketches. And our sketch artist today is Sheri Stewart. This is day 6, and she has a matted layout. She has bands of color across here. She's got some little rectangles that are open. And she has 2 pictures that are 3 by 4. She's got a cluster up here, a cluster over the right picture, and then a cluster just below that. And her title is just below the one on the left. And I'm pretty much going to do it just like she did. I think it's just beautiful. In fact, it's like I have to find 2 pictures that flowers work with because I just thought it looks so pretty just like it is. I mean, it's a gorgeous layout. Okay, so I am using Winged Melodies by Mintay. It's a beautiful, beautiful collection. I'm actually using papers. Well, I have this paper. Let me show you. This is the paper I have underneath this here. And then I've just got a white piece of paper over that. And on the back it was this. And I thought I wasn't going to actually cut it down. And then I thought, you know what? I cut out these birds because they're big. They're big. They're beautiful. I love them. So I will be cutting these out. Or I might just use this on a layout, you know, one day. Okay. So this is what I'm starting with. And I'm going to, I wanted this gingham because I thought I'm going to kind of use the colors that she did. So I'm using my blue here, my pink here. Okay, so I'm going to start by putting this here, and I'm using that 6 by 8 pad. So I am actually just going to piece this together. And I'm trying to find my little dash that I put there. Oh, one of my subscribers said she had a big cup. I think it was it Michelle who told me? She said that she put her tape runner in a big cup that her brother-in-law had given her. And I thought, I've got to try that, because she said that way she wasn't knocking it over all the time. I'm going to just move it up a smidgen. So I thought I'm going to use a big bowl so I know what size cup I need. Okay, so I've got that there, and I tried to cut it so it would be the same, you know, the things would kind of line up the same. So it's a little less than 3 inches. And the seam's going to be underneath the picture, so it works out perfectly. Oh, I need to slide it up just a hair. Okay, you can see they're not perfectly met there, but it won't matter because it's not going to show. Okay, and then I have these 2 pieces of wood that I'm going to put down here. And I cut the wood this way so that I would have the lace. And so the seams would be running the same way, so you would never be able to tell where everything was. Ah! Do you see that? I just went and tried to put it on the wrong side. Stop that, Terry. Okay. I thought I had flipped it over. Okay, I think this one I actually put it this way. I think the way that it overlapped, I liked it that way better. And I like that little bit of lace there. That's real pretty, and it should show nicely. Okay. And then, since she had the little rectangles, I had this die cut, and it's a nesting die, and I use these two, but there is 2 smaller and 3 larger ones, and I just purchased them off Amazon. So there's these sizes also, and these 2 that I couldn't pick up. So there's all these sizes, and when I cut those out, I'm stuck on a pencil over there, I ended up with these, so I will save them, and I can always use them for something else. Okay, I should have marked where I put these now, because that, I'm sure, was the hardest part for me. Okay, so this is going to be, oh, maybe about here, I would say. Okay, and I'm going to glue them. So, do I want to mess with them a little bit first? Okay, so one there. This one is going to be over here just a little bit. And this one, let's see, up a little bit higher. So I think I might have that one over just a little bit too much. I got to look at my cheat here. Okay, gotta be over about 6, 3. Whoa, I'd have been way off. So about here. This one. Oh, it's because I overlap them. That's why. Because you're not gonna really see what's there the way the pictures overlap. And this is over here. Let's see, probably close to where I want it. Okay, because since I'm gluing, you know, I have that problem with gluing because it's a commitment. Okay. And I think they're up about 4 lines, right? 4 squares or whatever. 1, 2, 3. And that little tiny square. So I'd say I'm right about here. So I think I'm going to put this one down first. Now I feel like I'm on Fear Factor. Okay. And what did I say? Goes over 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and up 3. Up 3, and it's on the 6th, right? It's scary, so scary. Okay. And you know what? It's kind of, you know, whenever you die cut, it's kind of concave. And so sometimes it's like it doesn't want to stick just because of that. And of course it did. Well, and it's, I think it's completely dry. Okay. I guess I better get braver faster. Well, I wasn't brave. Okay. It's going up 4. So right there. And it's over 6. So right there. Committing. Warning. Okay. And then this one, it's overlapping that because it's behind the picture, so it's okay. And it's going to come over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so that's where that's going to be. And since it's concave, I'm just going to go ahead and go around twice. And I think that's how come the chipboard never sticks, because it kind of does that same thing. Okay, and this is up, well, it's just a little bit up from the edge. And I said it's over 4. So I think it's about here. And I think I have it over just a little bit more. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be on 5. Now, when I was looking at the picture, I kept thinking, I don't see it overlapping, but it's because you don't see it. It's kind of hidden. But I really, really love the sketch. Okay, now I'm gonna go over 1, 2, 3, and it's before the 4. I get here under these lights. Janet would always call them landing lights. It's like, yep, that's what I feel like. Okay, because they're hot. Okay, and I'm down to, let's say about here. Ah! Okay, I gotta rub that off. Oh, and that I didn't get in time. Okay. Okay, so that's our start. Okay. Oh, and the pictures I took and matted them white, and then I matted them on a very thin line of black because I'm thinking I love this so much, but it's got the black, and it's like in my mind I don't even know how it doesn't bother me, but it's because she's got black here, she's got black around here. So you're not just looking at pastels, you're looking at all the places where there's black. And that's why it works so well. So, now I've got 2 pictures here. They're almost the same. My other granddaughter's right here, and she is, anytime you take a picture of somebody else, she is so jealous. It's so funny. Okay, so this one here is gonna be overlapping here. And I would say about there. And this one is gonna overlap that one just a little bit. So I'm gonna tape those, and you know, I will glue them down later. So far the bowl's working good. I haven't dropped it yet. Okay, and I need to have it up about, well, about where that top is. Okay. And that looks straight to me. So I'm just gonna go with it. And then this one overlaps, and just a little bit. And I'm just kind of lining it up with the plaid, and I could pull it up a little bit more, but I'm actually going to cover up this with some flowers, so it's okay. Because, you know, I wanted to use this collection and use the flowers because I loved how the whole thing, I wanted it to look like the picture. Okay, so I've got this, and now here's something that you'll rarely see me do. I don't tuck flowers very often because I like everything showing. As funny as that sounded. I don't like to cut the flowers off is what it is. But I do want those there, and so I gotta hide a little bit of them. In fact, I think I actually have them hid a little more than what I have here. So I'm gonna push them down just a little bit more and turn it just a little bit. Okay, I'd say about there. Okay, and now I've got these cute little bird houses. It's so funny because when I start, you know, I just kind of throw things on here, not really having a plan. But I stuck these on here, and you know, a lot of times it's like I'll start something and then, you know, it doesn't end up looking anything like it. But I love the little birdhouses. And, you know, the kids might think, oh, Grandma, it's so weird. But if, if they don't like them, they can scrap their own pictures, right? That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay. And then I've got this little cluster of roses. They always say it's beautiful, so. Okay, so I'm gonna put these down here, and these ones I am gonna let overlap the picture, and you know, all the time it's overlapping this black too. So it's not like it's so much black when you first put it on there. So that's, you know, another thing about, you know, you're using black, but you're not using so much. Even though you have all these pastels, it looks perfect together. I think I need to pull it over just a little bit more, because I'm gonna put a little bird's nest in here. Okay, so I've got this little bird's nest. And I think there's actually 3 sizes of bird's nest, and this one's like the second size. So I'm putting this in here. And then I have a little bird. And I could put this up on a dimensional. I think I'll try that. And I'm going to cut one little 1 in half for the tail. And I don't have my Tim Holtz scissors, which I usually like to use for that, but, oh, they are here. But where's my tweezers? Oh, I don't know. I did that blessing box yesterday, so now I don't have, I moved a whole bunch of stuff out to make room. I've got such a mess everywhere. Okay. So I'm going to put this bird in amongst the roses here. Okay. And then over here in her picture, she's got her cluster over here. And I have this one it's like a corner cluster. So I'm actually going to use that. So I'm going to just put it there. Let's see, do I want it hanging over the picture a little? Sure. I like all the collage elements, you know, things touching. That makes it real collage. And I love, love that look. I think collage, one thing about it, and I think that's what a lot of the scrapbooking is, it's like it just brings the eye together. It doesn't have to stop and go someplace else. Okay, and I'm gonna tuck this little bit of a branch under here and put the birds, let's see, I want them kind of turned like that. Okay, so you see right here I've got, well, like a whole finger and a whole finger here. So it's like I've got like an even amount of space here and here, and I like to always do that. Okay, and I'm just going to call it us. I mean, it's not me, it's my granddaughter, but I think this is a good title for them. It's going to be in her book, so us is good. And then I'm going to use some of the word stickers, because this is probably after they hadn't been together for too long, but I think they've been together for probably a little over 2 years. Oh, and my S is uncooperative. Okay, and then I have some butterflies, and you know, I like to put dimensionals underneath the wings, and I don't have them ready, but it shouldn't take long. Okay. And I just cut my circles in half, and now I wish I had my little tweezers, but I don't know what I did with them. I probably put them away. You know, if I can't find them, it's because I put them away. Is anybody else like that? Okay, and I'm going to bend this one a little bit, like hold the body underneath my nail and kind of pull that part up and put one half dot right behind that, and I'm going to put the glue right underneath the body part. And let's see here. Gotta make sure I see right where it's at. And I'm going to put this one close to the picture. And you want to make sure the body is glued first before you push down the rest of it. Okay, and I've got 2 butterflies here, and I want my bigger one over here. So glue just underneath the body part. And I put that down first, and that way it will stay. One day I put it down too fast, and I end up with just a dimensional flat butterfly. So this way the wings still stay up. Okay, and I'm going to put one more down here because, you know, I want to have 3. Okay, that should be good there. Okay, and then I have some little words here, and I'm trying to think where, yeah, so words from the word sticker sheet, and I couldn't find anything that I wanted for a title. So I did make up my own, and I thought I don't want to say boyfriend, girlfriend. I didn't want to put their names, so I think us works. And I'm going to put trust the journey. They went and got baptized together, so I love that. She says ever since they started going out, that was one thing she wanted to do, was get baptized, and so they did it together. They got a really nice church, and oh, I didn't leave room for my word not to be over the flowers, so it's going to go over the flowers, or underneath the flowers, so it's going to go over the flowers, and maybe I had it there in the picture, I can't tell. It's really tiny. Okay, and then it says infinite dreams. So I've got joyous time, trust the journey, and infinite dreams. Okay, and somewhere here I have my... Okay, so I thought I would pull out this color for the enamel dots, because that's pretty much the only pink. Oh, there's a little bit in the room. So I think because this is one of the biggest pieces on the layout, I'm going to stick this maybe there, and put one over here. Over there. And push that one down a little bit further. Yeah, there. And I think I'll Just keep 2 there. I think it looks right. And where do I want this one? I don't know. Like there. I think I'm gonna put one here, if I can let go of it. And one maybe in amongst that. Okay, and I gotta say, I love this collection. I love the sketch. The sketch is so pretty all on its own. And again, our sketch artist today is Sheri Stewart, and I love it. I think it's gorgeous. So I will have close-ups at the end, and I will be back tomorrow with, I think I have an embellishment tomorrow, scraps to embellishment with Ginger, and I'll also be back with layout 7. So have a wonderful and blessed day, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.